So when I started this channel or whatever, a lot of it was like I was dealing with, you call it depression of sorts or whatever, and I just needed something to take my mind somewhere else, you know. And then I thought about a lot of the stuff that I had got into over the years or whatever, and I was like, you just did so much negative or been associated with so much negative. I want to do something positive that help somebody else, you know. And since I started the channel or whatever, I've come across a few people that I actually befriended. I say actually befriended, where I talk to them outside of YouTube. You know, I might talk to them on the phone, or I might talk to them via my actual email. Then I have one that I call my Australian brother. And Australia is all the way on the other side of the planet, right? So when a lot of time, I say we had so much in common. We had all these different things, little small things in common. I'm like, oh man, is that my twin? Right? I was like, is that my Australian twin or something? And he be tripping. And when I call, I say that's my little brother. And if I don't hear from him on the email or whatever for a minute, I'll be trying to contact him, and I'll be blowing his joint up until he hit me back. Make sure he alright. And he actually said in one of the emails or whatever, thanking me for helping him. You know what I mean? That I helped him in a real way deal with something. And you know what I mean? Just getting that from one person was like, well, I didn't do this for nothing. You know what I mean? I actually helped somebody. Like he say, in a real way. So if I don't do nothing else with the channel, I know I did that. That might have been the purpose for the whole thing. But when you found out I was doing, because I know you really wasn't familiar with YouTube or whatever like that, or maybe you was, I don't know. But as far as I was doing the channel, I was putting stuff on there or whatever, and you started looking at some of the stuff I was putting up there, what did you actually think about it?
Truthfully speaking, after once I could get on there, because I'm not too literally trying to get stuff. But when I got on, I said, and I watched it, I love it. And truthfully speaking, I do. And I think, the people get something from it. And when you see different people reacting different ways, you're not going to always get everything positive,
Right.
And you get some negative too. But even if you get three negative and one positive, that's still one person that believes in what you're doing. And that's a good thing. That you don't come up with nothing, then maybe you're not putting the right word in place. But that's never been the case with you. You always have people that got positive feedback to you, and that's a good thing. When I first saw your bridge come out, I said, oh, look what he did. I mean, I was so good, the major. And since we got you, this young man right here, he's still sitting on a book. We still waiting for the book. I'm letting y'all know that. So if y'all come tune into his station, which from today, tell him a shout out.
On their own. But back in the day when you had situations like that, a lot of times you often seen the younger kids stayed with the grandmother.
Right.
Grandmother was raising them, or an aunt, you know what I mean, or something like that. And I say a lot of times today, you don't see that.
Right, right.
So and it's not, you see the kids out here running the streets or whatever. It's not that don't know. I mean, they don't have the mother and father, you know what I mean, there to help them or whatever. But it's not like they don't have family that could possibly help them. You know what I mean? But actually don't.
Right.
And I say that's a big factor along far as why you got so many kids in the street.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because these people know that the kids out there, I ain't got time for that. You know what I mean? You ain't got time for that, but you probably the same person that was raised by your grandmother.
Right.
You know what I mean? What if your grandmother say, "Oh, I ain't got time for that"? You know what I mean? But some things I can understand or whatever. But if a person
have eyes open and still breathing, I want to see that go. But I mean, he is so talented. He sit on a lot of stuff. So when you put this up right here, I said, this is going places. And so I like to just sit back and listen to him talk. He talks with, put emphasis and stuff that the way he said it. So if you don't know what he's talking about, by the time he finished, you will. I'm telling you. Because sometimes I said, what are you talking about? So I had to sit back and I had to listen. I said, okay, I got it. Because older people don't grasp things as fast as the young ones do. And I'm one of the ones that don't. Either that or I can't hear well. That's why I got hearing aid in y'all. But no, I'm sure, seriously speaking, you're going in the right direction. If you when you first started, the thing was slow, you start picking up. But then you kind of pulled away. Got to get back. We got to get back. Let people know what's going on. I see every now and then people here and there, but you got to keep on. I mean, don't quit on it. I think you got something good going.
Right. I appreciate that, and my plans are to get back to doing what I was doing. I just figured I'd tweak the channel a little bit and started maybe going in this direction that, like I'm going now, basically speaking to people. I won't call it actual interviewing people. I was just having a conversation, having conversations with different people or whatever, and posting them to the channel or whatever, give people, a glimpse into who I am through other people that's around me. You know what I mean? That I grew up around or whatever. So basically, I tell a person that most of the time, the most interesting people are the ones that around you all the time.
And that's the truth.
I mean,
that's the truth.
When you sit up there and watch something on YouTube or whatever on the internet, a lot of times you will say, that remind me of such and such. Right. A certain family member or whatever. That remind me of such and such. So I was like, basically, you could be talking to the people that's around you. You ain't got to get no, you know what I mean, be searching for nobody to talk to or whatever. Speak to the people that's around you. Let them tell their story. You know what I mean? Because their story, and most of the time, a lot of times, be just as interesting than anything that you're going to find on the internet.
And so since we're on the subject, this T-shirt right here, I don't know if y'all can see it very well, but it says, do good in your hood. And that's what we need to do. Do good in this hood. And on the back, 3-Man Revolution. That's it, baby. 3-Man Revolution right here. So let's get in tune with these two things right here. Do good in the hood and the 3-Man Revolution. Now this right here is something, to do good in the hood is something that my husband thought of, and it was years ago, but he sat on it. And we finally got it patent, y'all. After all them years, it's patent. Now we got to get up off our duffels and do something with do good in your hood. Now, it could be something that we can maybe do in the community, maybe give a raffle or something like that, but we got to push it. We can't just let it just sit idle. So maybe y'all might have some interesting thoughts of what we could do. We would love to hear it.
Right.
So can you contact with Mr. Major over here?
Well, you can put it in the comments.
Yeah.
Put it in the comments.
Yeah.
Some of y'all thoughts on where we can, what direction we should be taking, do good in your hood. You know, it's a positive entity. We would like to get feedback from people. If you had somebody that was doing something, outreach or whatever, what would you like to get from it? Leave it in the comments. Maybe it'd be something that we implement over here. We'd appreciate that. But right now, as far as this conversation today, we're gonna wrap this one up. Maybe she'll be back at a later time.
Oh, I will be back. Believe me, I will be.
Would love to have that happen. You know what I mean? So hopefully this video or whatever, this segment episode was informative to you guys to get a glimpse on who I am or whatever, or why I am the way I am. But like I say, to the next time. You know, it's been so long, I can't even remember my own outro. What did I say? This is crazy.
You don't know.
This is crazy. Let's see.
Talk about great mind thinking.
Yeah, there you go. She know more than I do. You know what I mean? She know more than I do about my, well, I guess it's her channel. You know what I mean? It's Mind of Majors, and that's Mom. So you can tell she's tuned in. And on that note, great minds think alike. They truly do. And everybody has greatness in them. You never know when somebody's going to come along, pull that greatness up out of you. So till the next time, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, share. It's your boy C Major. And that's Mom. And we out of here.
If you want to see that book, because I sure enough do. Mom still got my eyes open and still breathing. I want to see that book.